News Channel 10's Friday night high school football wrap-up is brought to you by Best Buy and your High Country Chevy dealers.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome once again to the Friday Night High School Wrap-Up. John Holcomb and Andy Irwin along with you as we take you through Week 9 of the high school season. And if we get a little more serious this week, we are prone to getting a little goofy. But if we are serious this week, it's all because there are playoff possibilities to try and work out.
Right, and we're in fact, just before we hit the air, we're sitting here trying to figure out some of the district races, who's going to end up where. So a very important week here in Week 9.
Rule of thumb, you need an abacus to figure some of these things out, I guess. Paladuro's effort last week against Amarillo High showed everyone that the Dons are good enough to hang around in the postseason. Now their job is to get there, and they could take a big step in that direction tonight with a win over Monterey. The Plainsmen coming into Dick Bivens Stadium trying to gain the number 2 spot in 3-5A. Doug James trying to get his troops all pumped up. And early, already 7-0 Monterey after they scored on the first play from scrimmage on a run by Chad Grant. D. Buchanan finds Aaron Humphrey in the end zone for the touchdown, but holding is called. Paladuro dodging a bullet at that point. They had to settle for a field goal attempt into a stiff wind, about 15, 20-mile-an-hour wind. It is short and way right. So James instructing the offense. Abdul Shanklin then drops back to pass. Rolling out finds Brandon Ellison. Nice play there. Then it's C.J. Hunter. Some hard running up the middle. Running over a safety back there. 15-yard gain. Then in the second quarter, Joel Tudman coming around the right side, coming right at you. And he is finally dragged down from behind. Couple of Plainsmen have to come in to take him down inside the 20. Brian Brandon then for Paladuro. The field goal into that same stiff wind, just short, and it's still 7-0. Monterey now back with the ball, and it's Buchanan on the quarterback keeper. Finds some running room, stiff arming some people deep into Paladuro territory to about the 10 there. That sets up Humphrey's 1-yard touchdown run. That's 14-0 Monterey at that point. Then Monterey with the ball back after Paladuro had to punt. Dropping back to pass this time. Buchanan to Anthony Johnson. Defensive back miss, times his jump. It's an 80-yard touchdown. And he high steps it a la Dion into the end zone. Touchdown pass made it 21-0 Monterey. It was still 3.5 minutes to go before halftime. Then in the final minute of the half, they got the ball back. Buchanan to Kyle Alleman for the touchdown, 28-0. Monterey went on to the big win tonight, 37-0. They have been playing very good football the last several weeks in District 3-5A, and they lock up a playoff spot tonight. Also tonight, Plainview taking on Coronado down at Lowry Field in Lubbock, a defensive struggle. Plainview with one of the better defenses around. Coronado blocks a punt and lands on it in the end zone. The only touchdown of the game. Coronado's win eliminates Plainview and Tascosa from playoff consideration.
Now to 4A. The Pampa Harvesters' mission the rest of the way is easy. Just win. If they could get by Dumas, Hereford, and Borger, then Coach Dennis Cavalier's team would be in the playoffs. Tonight, the first part of that puzzle, Dumas at Harvester Field, and that's the Harvester there cheering on for Pampa. And early on for Pampa, Joel Furlan to Jason Warren. Nice concentration as he juggled the ball, but he still comes down with it. Positive yards for the offense. Then the pitch to Matt Garvin. The linebacker slash fullback goes over the right side, almost virtually untouched into the end zone for the touchdown. And Pampa's on the board nicely, 7-0. Then the Demons get the ball, and they like to give it to Jeff Willis. He breaks a couple of tackles, goes over the right side, finally get run out of bounds by that Harvester defense. But then Dumas, not good. The fumble on the exchange of the handoff. It's picked up by Devin Lemons of Pampa, so the Harvesters get the ball. Then Furlan, the flanker screen to J.J. Mathis, and Mathis up the middle over the right side. Oh, he sees that flag in the corner of his eye, knows he's into the end zone, but it's going to come back because we do have that illegal block probably in the back. So the crazy fans still going crazy. I guess that's what crazy fans do. They're in Pampa. Then they give it to Matt Archibald. Good run for that Harvester. But then on 4th and 2, Garvin up the middle. He's stopped short by Corbett Kessler of the Demons, so they take over the ball deep inside their territory. Jeff Willis, yet another good run. He likes that right side. Finally gets tackled, but Demons unable to sustain a drive. Pampa gets the ball again. McFarland over the middle to J.J. Mathis for the touchdown. We checked the score tonight from Pampa, and it's the Harvesters all over the Demons tonight, 62-8.
We go now to Kimbrough Stadium, where Canyon was taking on Hereford. Hereford with the ball. Canyon's defense shooting the gas, but you saw the hand on the face mask. And you can't do that. They gang tackle Marquise Brown, but the penalty moved Hereford on down the field. As we started the second quarter, it's Marquise Brown again, this time up the middle, 5-yard touchdown, extra point, no good, 6-0. Hereford on top. Then Canyon's next possession, Jason Howell straight up the middle, nice gain. Eagle likes it, so do the cheerleaders, but they had to punt. Then later, it's Michael Brown, the quarterback, with his shifty moves, gets into the secondary and then turns on the Jets, and he is gone. Looking around, the referee signals touchdown, but they brought it back because of a penalty. So later on, he tries the same thing. Not quite getting to the end zone, about to the 7-yard line. They move back on the next play, and then the handoff around the left side to Armando Zambrano, and he scores the touchdown tonight. The extra point, don't see this every day. Hits the upright, no good. But we check the final score from Kimbrough Stadium tonight. Hereford, a big win for them as they're trying to stay alive in 1-4A for a possible playoff berth, 19-0. They beat the Eagles of Canyon down in Kimbrough Stadium.
From 4A to 3A, River Road hosting the Perryton Rangers tonight. And for those Wildcats, quarterback Jeff Davis to Donnie King, wide open for the touchdown. But we've said it 3 times tonight. This one called back because of a penalty. A field goal attempt by the Wildcats. Jason Stroud, no good, as he just misses it. So Perryton takes over. Sardello, the pitch to Newcomb, and he's mauled by the Wildcat defense. Then Sardello, the quarterback again, back to pass. Hits Gibson, but he stopped immediately. Rangers had to punt the ball. Good Wildcat defense. River Road on offense. Quarterback Jeff Davis to Brian Janelle for 8 nice yards. Then Davis to King over here in the left flats. King picking up some good yardage right in front of that News Channel 10 Friday Night High School football camera. Then Davis once again to Blake Ward over the middle, picking up good yardage there on the right side. Davis again to King again, same play. King likes to get in on that camera because he's coming right in front of you every single time. Nice yardage down inside the 10. Then Davis to Dustin Gwynn for the touchdown. It was a good game tonight for River Road. We checked the score, 39-6, Wildcats over Perryton. So now the Wildcats can clinch a playoff. They clinch a playoff berth tonight. They will play the Bobcats of Childress next week in 1-3A action. Childress tonight was playing hosting Dalhart. The Bobcats pull out a 16-6 victory.
Also in 1-3A, Tulia taking on Sanford Fritch tonight up in Fritch. A windy evening, even up there, just north of us. Tulia with the ball early on. Brent Patton fumbles the snap and hands to Marcus Hicks, and a 7-yard gain. Big gain around the right side. Then Hicks up the middle again, this time for 5 more and picking up that first down on a 3rd down carry. Then Patton on the quarterback keeper. Number 30, you don't see that on a quarterback very much anymore, but he makes this one count all the way for the touchdown. Tulia put 4 of them on the board tonight. They win over Sanford Fritch 28-6 in the Eagles' nest there. 28-6, Tulia wins.
Also tonight, Friona hosting Littlefield, and there the Chieftains are. Coach talking to him, Coach Morton talking to him. Littlefield to pass. It's intercepted by Jimmy Arias in the secondary. Good play there, so Friona takes over. Quarterback Jay Belcher to pass. He rolls. He decides to run. Picks up good yardage, but after a punt, Littlefield would pick up the ball again. So they're back on offense. They go to the air again, but they didn't learn the first time. It's Arias again out in the flats. Interception. And look at him. He's going to outrun the quarterback, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. And Friona leads it 14-0. Then on offense, a little later on, Lance Looper up the middle. Good yardage there for the Chieftains. Then Belcher rolls to the right, decides to keep it, cuts it up, and goes inside the 5-yard line. Then Chris Hanna takes it in from there, up the gut. Touchdown, Friona. Big win tonight as they knock off Littlefield 35-21. Friona locks up a playoff berth. Next week, they will play Floydada.
And Floydada was taking on Shallowater tonight down in Shallowater. The Mustangs get a big win. They're still looking for the playoffs there. 42-13 over the Whirlwinds. Also tonight, Dimmitt hosting Muleshoe, and the Mules come away with their first district win of the year, 43-15.
District shuffling a lot. We have to take our first time out here on the big show. When we come back, we'll take a look at some big matchups in Class 2A, including the battle for the lead in District 2-2A. As we go to break, here's a look back at Borger and Pampa from Week 9 last season.
I'm a sports nut. Skiing, softball, golf, tennis, soccer, a little bit of weekend round ball. Oh, it's a good thing I have the High Plains Sports Medicine Center. They've got it all for us weekend warriors. Trainers, therapists, doctors, the latest equipment. I don't even know what it all is, but it's good. You get aches, pains, and strains? Drop by the High Plains Sports Medicine Center on the Canyon E-Way. Next week, serious yard maintenance.
How nasty can it get?
As nasty as we want to be.
On the next WCW Worldwide, the bad boys of wrestling get down, dirty and ugly. Stunning Steve takes a walk down Hollywood and Vine. Plus, Diamond Dallas Page and the Wunderkind Alex Wright. It's bone-crushing, ring-rocking action at its best on WCW Worldwide.
All right, picture this. A new career as a medical office assistant, medical unit clerk, a general secretary, bookkeeper, or legal secretary. Picture yourself as a Metro Business graduate in a few months instead of years in other schools. And best of all, picture a bonus. For a limited time only, an extra Metro class of your choice at no additional charge. You and Metro Business Academy, a picture of success. And a bonus class if you enroll to start the next session. Call now.
At Heath Furniture this week, we've cut prices to the bone on our entire monstrous selection of quality home furnishings. Sofas, love seats, recliners, tables, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Scores of furniture prices will get the axe this week. Sofas starting at $3.99. Bedrooms starting at $4.99. Recliner prices by Lazy Boy and Berkline slashed. A sale so monstrous, the thought of missing it would be terrifying. We've cut the prices to the bone this week only at Heath Furniture. Don't miss it.
And welcome back to the Friday Night High School Wrap-Up, or the Big Show, as we like to call it. Even the guys in the back there punching all the buttons like to call it the Big Show. You should hear the PA around here. We're moving now down to Class 2A and below, some of the smaller schools in the area, but just as feisty when they get out on the field. And boy, we had a wild one tonight up at Boys Ranch.
And we take a look at that score now. Boys Ranch hosting Stratford. Stratford has had a great season all year, but look at this upset. Boys Ranch with a win tonight, 34-27. As far as we know, the Elks still win the district title, though. Also tonight, West Texas High hosting Spearman. Into those highlights for WT High, Sean Parks. He rolls out, hits Benny Weaver. Look out on the sidelines. We like to... Oh, that wasn't nice at all. Getting the guys on the sideline. WT still with the ball. The pitch to Chris Mondin. Sweeps left, gains a tough 7 yards there. Then for WT Steel, Casey Sullivan runs inside. Nothing there, bounces it outside for the touchdown, as you saw. More offense by WT, West Texas High. Mondin again down inside the 5-yard line. Then Sullivan on the pitch, and he's in for the touchdown. Big night tonight for West Texas High. 35-14 winners over the Spearman Lynx.
And the Comanches with an inside track on the other playoff berth there. We move to 2-2A, the battle for the lead and perhaps the title here. Canadian at Panhandle. And early, this is Canadian with the ball. Jared Jaco rolling left, finding Blaine Bivens inside the Panhandle 20. Later on this drive, Jaco hands to Kevin Flowers. That's a touchdown. One of two Canadian would get on the night. We checked the score tonight from Panhandle. Canadians defense doing the job all year long, and they shut out there. They hold Panhandle to 6 points there. A tough loss for the Panthers, who still look like they may make the playoffs anyway with a win next week. Canadian has the title wrapped up, though. It looks like 14-6. And also tonight, Memphis trying to stay alive at Highland Park. And here we have, what's this? A wedding proposal? A marriage proposal? Yes, it is. Ray Gibbons asking, and Desiree says, well, we'll let you guess. Yes.
Check out this rock.
Congratulations. Let's take a look at the old ring here. Oh, my goodness.
Hardware's looking nice.
Ray, congratulations to the two of them, and I hope they have a long life together. Now we got to the game, and Memphis is Leo Lopez, the tough run up the middle. Later, they go around the right side. Mikey Briley for 10 yards on the end around before he's slung down. Then Lopez again, this time they fumble. Highland Park's Lance Rhodes recovers. So the Hornets on offense now. Jason Gutierrez with a good run around the left side, picking his spots. Takes 3 or 4 guys to bring him down. And Justin Profit, the left-handed quarterback, back to pass. Memphis's Jason Fowler tips it away, though. Good defensive play. Memphis on the change of possession. Murphy Parks to Justin Kabler. Then 4th and goal for the Cyclones. It's Lopez. They're going to go for it. The 2-yard run. Touchdown, Memphis. We checked the score tonight from Highland Park. A tough ball game. The Cyclones stay alive for a playoff berth there. 14-7 over Highland Park.
Also tonight, the Skyrockets hosting Clarendon, and it's a home win for Wellington, 27-14. Spring Lake Earth at New Deal tonight. Wolverines rolling along this year, 62-6 over the Lions.
Olton was at Hart tonight, and it's been a tough season for the Longhorns, not playing up to their preseason expectations, and a good season for Olton. The Mustangs win it 26-7 at Hart. Also Morton at Abernathy tonight, and the Antelopes win it by 18, 28-10.
Lockney and Hale Center, the Owls and Longhorns. Lockney 18, Hale Center 12. Also, Quanah at Archer City. Archer City, a tough team this year. Wildcats 38-6.
Those sissies ranked number 2 in the state, I believe.
Say that.
I know, City, yes. Groom at Wheeler tonight, and the Mustangs clinch a playoff berth. Look like they're going to win the district title. 35-0 over Groom. Shamrock is in. It looks like they may have, if they do not stumble next week, they will have locked up a playoff berth. We think they did tonight. They play Groom next week. Shamrock would make the playoffs for the first time since 1951. Congratulations to the Irish. They shut out Sunray tonight in what was supposed to be a close game, 34-0.
And those highlights continue. White Deer at home tonight hosting Booker. And for White Deer, it's Jeff Cappy, 5 yards up the middle. Number 5 for 5 yards. Then Cappy again over the left side. Breaks a couple tackles right there. He's not going to be stopped. Another breaking tackle there into the end zone for the touchdown. Late hit out of bounds after he scored. You see the flag flown there, and cheerleaders doing that White Deer shuffle on the sidelines. Booker gets the ball. Eric Pulpham, nice strong run there up the middle. Then more Kiowa offense. The pitch to Zachary Juarez, but he's stopped by Cappy, the big offensive guy. Check the score tonight from White Deer. Final score, Booker gets by White Deer 14-7.
Nazareth was in Happy tonight, and the Happy coach looking on, Tom Lair watching, is the Swifts with the ball. Quarterback Galen Schilling around the left side. A good game before he is brought down by a couple of secondary guys. Next play, Cowboys defense comes to play. Jason Hammett and A.J. Hand combined to stop Kobe Shacker. Then 2 plays later from the 5, Shacker, touchdown. Oh, no, not again. Yes, penalty. Brought it back. This time, Schilling will take it in for the score. Of course, run it in with a quarterback, you never get a penalty. Touchdown for Nazareth. They are headed to the playoffs. We checked the score tonight. They knock off Happy in Happy, 35-14. Claude was at Farwell tonight. The Mustangs shut out the Steers on the road. Good win for them. 12-0 Claude wins.
Longhorns on the road in Bovina tonight, and Longhorns come away with a victory, 20-13 over Bovina. Valley at Petersburg. Buffaloes dominating the Patriots 57-0.
Spurs had a good year this year, and the Bulldogs win again by 15 at home over the Crest Kangaroos 18-3. And Motley County goes into Lorenzo tonight and comes away with a 6-point win, 12-6.
Kroll's defense gets the shutout tonight over Aspermont 41-0. Now in 6-man scores, Sam Norwood over McLean 56-32.
The Eagles clinch a playoff spot with that win, and LaForge, the Pirates, stay alive for the playoffs, and things have to happen for them to make it. They double up Miami tonight, 56-28. Higgins was at Follett. Follett still with a slim chance to make postseason play. They knock off Higgins 48-12.
Lasbuddy at Silverton. Longhorns big, 52-6. Lasbuddy clinches a playoff spot with that win tonight. And Amherst at Whit Harrell. Amherst has lost a game this year. They've won the last 2. 56-16 Bulldogs winners tonight.
And Cotton Center knocks off Three-Way by a touchdown, 49-42. Well, we're far from through here on the big show, but we do have to take another break. When we come back, more highlights, New Mexico style. That plus scores from Kansas and Oklahoma schools. As we go to the break, here's a look back at the battle between Tascosa and Coronado in the sleet last year.
There's one hail of a sale going on right now at Greg Laren Canyon. Our insurance company's loss is your gain as you save thousands on new 94 and 95 cars and trucks at sacrifice prices. That's right. Greg Laren Canyon has slightly hail damaged 94 and 95 Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Buicks, and GMC trucks. Hail sale price to move them out, and you save major dollars off original sticker. You can't buy them any cheaper, but only while selection lasts. So hurry while there's still a chance to save thousands of dollars. That's Greg Laren Pontiac, Olds, Buick, GMC. Come by today.
Come to Rent-A-Center now. You could win $75,000 cash toward a beautiful home or one of hundreds of other prizes like camcorders, 35-inch TVs, washer-dryer pairs, and more. Even a diamond tennis bracelet. So come in now through November 19th and get your game piece and check out our great prices on great products. Like a Samsung 19-inch TV with built-in VCR, now just $12.99 a week. Or a Gold Star camcorder, only $12.99 a week. Come in and get your game piece now, but hurry, the game ends soon. One store has it all. Rent-A-Center.
My name is Priscilla Hudson. I have lost 44 pounds in 7 months at the doctor's clinic. I chose the doctor's clinic because in the last 10 years, I had gained and lost over 200 pounds on different diet fad programs and systems, and I knew I had to do something. I'm a completely different person. I would recommend the doctor's clinic to anyone.
For safe, effective weight loss, call the Doctor's Clinic, 355-8263.
Paging just turned a brighter color at Sinclair Communications, and you get to pick the color. That's right, pick any pager and choose the color you want. With a rainbow of colors to choose from, along with the latest in pager changing cases, Sinclair Communications is the best place in the Panhandle to get your pager and voicemail. With coverage in Lake Tanglewood, Palo Duro Canyon, Clovis, Canadian, Childress, Pampa, Borger, Dumas, and Hereford. Call the friendly staff at Sinclair Communications, the Panhandle's best paging company. 1010 West 8th, home of the cheaper beepers.
Well, I've always thought it was my job to try to change the things that need to be changed.
As a state senator, Steve Carricker changed the law to crack down on welfare fraud and require people on county welfare to enter job training programs. He changed another law to give older Texans the option of getting care at home instead of having to go to nursing homes.
The Options for Independent Living bill lets older people stay in their own homes if that's where they want to stay.
Senator Steve Carricker, strong enough to make a difference.
I'm Andy Irwin. This is John Holcomb. We are your hosts for the Friday Night High School Wrap-Up Show. Thanks for coming back.
Yes, and now it's time for us to take a look at some scores from the other 3 states in our 4-state viewing area. We start out in New Mexico, where tonight the top-ranked Artesia Bulldogs in AAA in New Mexico made the trip to Portales. The Rams coming off a disappointing loss at Tucumcari last week. They put up a good fight this week. The Bulldogs too tough. Portales loses at home by 13.
The Rattlers got a big win last week. This week hosting Lovington. Tucumcari hosting Lovington. To those highlights for Lovington, Travis Hobbs to Francisco Contreras over the left side. Finally gets down, tackled by a Rattler defender. Then Hobbs hits Brian Erlacher. He catches it, does the rest. He scampers all the way for the touchdown for Lovington. They lead it 7-0. Then Tucumcari gets the ball. Michael Miller, the quarterback, hands off to Steven Martinez. A few yards there. Then Miller, watch him. He options right, keeps it, cuts back. He's gone. He's in for the into the end zone for the touchdown. We checked the score. It was 7-7 at that point, but Lovington puts more points on the board tonight. That was the only score for the Rattlers. Wildcats 36, Tucumcari 7. Also tonight, Santa Rosa at Clayton. Yellow Jackets, good season this year. Another win with a 28-14 win over the Lions.
That was number 1 against number 5, and that avenges last year's loss by Clayton. Texaco went into Fort Sumner tonight. Fort Sumner ranked number 1 in Class A in New Mexico. Fort Sumner wins at 41-9. Both teams will make the playoffs. Fort Sumner obviously will stay number 1. Also, we moved to Oklahoma now, and Guyman in a tough stretch here where they're playing ranked teams every week, it seems like. Noble ranked 8th in the state in Oklahoma in Class 4A. Noble too much. They win it by 30.
The Texoma Red Devils maybe a little scared tonight. Close ball game. They win it by 2 over the Laverne Tigers, 15-13 in the battle of unbeatens. Good ball game there. Moreland and Hooker tonight, and it's the Bearcats 30 points better than the Bulldogs, 42-12.
Turpin trying to stay alive for a possible playoff berth there. They knock off Beaver 45-6, and Shattuck traveled down to Boise City. The Wildcats winning it by 5, 19-14.
Those Kansas scores, Liberal Redskins tonight, big over Hayesville campus, 55-24.
Andy, they had field goals. Liberal did of 46 and 48 yards tonight from Phil Aguilar, so they've got a lot of offensive weapons. Not only Chapman at quarterback, but the kicker can actually knock them through.
A big leg.
Yes, yes. Well, we have time for one more timeout here on the Friday Night High School Wrap-Up. When we come back, we'll preview those big Saturday matchups, including Amarillo High at Lubbock High and Randall at Caprock. And as we leave you for a moment, here's a look back at Goddard and Clovis from Week 9 of the '93 regular season.
How nasty can it get?
As nasty as we want to be.
On the next WCW Worldwide, the bad boys of wrestling get down, dirty and ugly. Stunning Steve takes a walk down Hollywood and Vine. Plus, Diamond Dallas Page and the Wunderkind Alex Wright. It's bone-crushing, ring-rocking action at its best on WCW Worldwide.
Today's waterbeds has become today's bedrooms. And to celebrate this expansion, we're giving beds away. That's right, buy any one of our beautiful bedroom suites and we'll give you free your choice of sleep system, waterbed or innerspring. You heard right, your mattress is free when you select your bedroom furniture at today's bedrooms. This is a limited offer, so come in soon and select from our most beautiful bedroom furniture and get a basic waterbed or innerspring mattress free. Today's bedrooms, now open 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. at 2800 Hobbs.
All right, picture this. A new career as a medical office assistant, medical unit clerk, a general secretary, bookkeeper, or legal secretary. Picture yourself as a Metro business graduate in a few months instead of years in other schools. And best of all, picture a bonus. For a limited time only, an extra Metro class of your choice at no additional charge. You and Metro Business Academy, a picture of success. And a bonus class if you enroll to start the next session. Call now.
Hurry! Sleep Shop has the lowest prices of the year on quality Sealy bedding. Now is your best time to save on famous Sealy mattress sets, including Sealy Posturepedic. Plus, get a free bed frame with every Posturepedic set. Come see the largest selection of Drescher day beds, all on sale. Lay away now for Christmas. Sleep Shop has beautiful Drescher brass headboards and iron beds, all on sale. Free delivery and setup, plus 90 days same as cash during the Sealy bedding sale going on now at the Sleep Shop, 2620 Wolfland and Amarillo.
And we thank you once again for coming back to the Friday Night High School Wrap-Up Show. Done with the Friday games. Some big teams playing tomorrow on Saturday.
Yes, this could be a history-making day for Amarillo High tomorrow as they go down to Lubbock to take on Lubbock High at Lowry Field. And they could go unbeaten in the regular season for the first time since 1967. Coach Larry Dipple talks about that and about what Lubbock High will throw at them tomorrow.
Well, it's really not, because we've already clinched the #1 seed as far as the playoff is concerned, and we know that we're going to be in the playoffs. But I think it would be certainly a feather in the hat of this football team. Their forte has been in the running game, of giving the ball to Johnny and big tailback, and they've kind of balanced up their offense. They do a pretty good job running and throwing. So strong offensive team and a much improved defensive team.
And that much improved defensive team will have to slow down the ultra-quick Amarillo High Sandy attack with T.J. Jones, Clay Adderholt, and the boys, and they will play tomorrow night at Lowry Field in Lubbock. Of course, it's mainly because Texas and Texas Tech play tomorrow at noon at Jones Stadium. So 7:30 kickoff between the Sandys and Westerners. Amarillo High trying to go unbeaten for the first time since 1967.
Now in District 1-4A action, the Caprock Longhorns will be hosting the Randall Raiders. The head coach for the Caprock Longhorns, Preston Smith, talks a little bit about the Randall's last 3 games and the tough run that they've had.
Randall's played 4 real good football teams back-to-back. They played Hereford, Borger, Canyon, and Pampa. All 4 are excellent high school football teams, and they've made it through that without a loss right there. And I tell you what, it's a credit to their players and their coaches that they've done that. And you know, anybody that has to do that, that's a Class 4A football team that went through that right there and did as well as Randall did, they're going to you know, question their statistics maybe offensively, but they got those W's up on the board, and that's what counts.
Coach Smith will surely have those Longhorns ready. We'll have highlights of that game tomorrow at 6 and 10, and highlights of the Amarillo High game from Lubbock tomorrow night at 10 o'clock.
Yes, we will. And that's going to wrap it up for this week here on the Friday Night High School Wrap-Up. I want to thank all the people who do all the hard work behind the scenes, and want to thank all of you for watching. We will see you again next Friday night when we wrap up the regular season for everyone except District 1-4A, who will have one more week of regular season play before the playoffs. But the playoffs are getting nearer. For Andy Irwin, I'm John Holcomb. We'll see you next Friday night.